Hello, good viewers, and today I asked the question, what is the best tank in World Tycoon? And one of these three tanks behind me would be the best tank in World Tycoon. And today, I'm going to compare them and contrast them, and I'm going to tell you what tank is the best in all of World Tycoon. The first tank in the tank garage, which would be lowest down the list, would be the bmpt Terminator. And so, first off, I'm going to be testing damage stats. And so, the bmpt Terminator has 4 guided missiles, each doing 250 damage to a shield. And we're going to be testing it against my shield. It then has a gun that shoots 14 rounds, each doing 15 damage, and these total up to 700 damage. And then it has a machine gun, which each round does 10 damage, and I have no idea what it totals to, but I'm not going to be doing that math. Maybe, hopefully I might. Next up is a K-51 Panther. This has drones, and I'm going to have to go inside the shield so they don't actually attack the other tanks, so it has 4 drones, each doing 200 damage for a total of 800 damage. Its main cannon doing 800 damage, which it does do less damage to tanks, I actually believe. I'm going to test it out in Abrams X right now. Yeah, it does 500 to tanks. And it also has this gun, which does a lot of damage. It's not the best for firepower, though, however. And this should do, 250 to tanks. And then its main cannon does 800 to that. Then it should be doing 500 to tanks. Yeah. And it also has a javelin, which can be easily countered, because both of these have smoke, but it does 300 additional damage if you can land it. And it also has drones, which do 200 damage each. Overall, for firepower, the bmpt Terminator does seem to be the best, since it has smoke and can counter that of the other 2 tanks, as all the tanks actually have smoke and can counter javelins. But the bmpt Terminator does do more damage overall, with 700 from its main cannon total, and then 1,000 from its missiles, which is far more, actually 200 damage more, than the drones from these 2 tanks. So for firepower, the bmpt Terminator is the best. And then for speed, well, the bmpt Terminator goes 55 miles per hour, which is the fastest of any tank in game, which is very, very fast. The K-51 Panther, it ends up going around 45 miles an hour, which is nowhere near as fast as 55. And the Abrams X should be a bit faster than the K-51 Panther, but a bit slower than the bmpt Terminator. Hold on, my mouse just died. I have to, hold up, give me a second, my mouse just died. My mouse is back, don't worry. He's been revived. But the Abrams X does go 50 miles an hour, which leads the bmpt Terminator to be the fastest tank in game. And then the last stats that we will be comparing would be HP. And so I'm going to go get an RPG. And I'm going to go test out how many hits all these tanks can survive from an RPG real quick. So here I am with my workers, and we're going to be shooting RPGs at the tanks now. So the bmpt Terminator will be up first. So fire. And each round does 300 damage. So that is 900 damage right there. And I'm going to fire an RPG, then you're going to fire an RPG. You will not fire an RPG. So yeah, this thing has about 1,500 HP, like 1,650-ish HP, around there. That damage to K-51. I'm so silly. I'm just so silly. Alrighty, fire at the K-51, gentlemen. The K-51 has taken some major damage. Alright, same thing. You're firing. You are not firing. So the K-51 ends up having about the same amount of HP, maybe 1.7 thousand or 1.7k and not 1.6k, but it does not survive 6 RPGs. And now we are going to RPG, the Abrams X. Don't mind that little damage taken. Alright, fire. Ooh, that's a lot of damage, more than the other tanks actually, I think. Alrighty. Ooh, looks like the Abrams X might have the least HP out of them. Or, because of the K-51 explosion, it actually has the same HP of around the bmpt Terminator. So for HP, it looks like the K-51 is the best, yeah. So yeah, overall, I'd say the bmpt Terminator is definitely the best tank, which is a shame that I literally don't have that tank, even though I have literally every tank in the game, except the bmpt Terminator. But yeah, overall, I'd say the bmpt Terminator is definitely the best tank, seeing it has massive damage with the guided missiles, 200 more than the, well, damage from the other tanks. And additionally, it can use smoke to counter the Abrams X's javelin. Most things can, so the javelin's pretty much useless most of the time. And just overall, its gun is also better because it does 700 damage total to tanks. Actually, just 55 damage, I believe, to some tanks. So it does way more damage than the main cannons of the Abrams X in K51. So yeah, it looks like the bmpt Terminator is the best tank. So yeah, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a good day.